IEM San Jose, and I'm pleased to be standing next to Snute right now, who just came off of one against True. Now, can you tell me a little bit about that game? What were you feeling? What did you implement?
I made some changes. The first time we played in Burbank a couple of days ago, he was able to cheese me out. Well, not really cheese, but in the first game he just played way better, he macroed better, and in the second game he used a very special speedling cheesy type of move that really caught me off guard. So I was really heartbroken after that series, and I just wanted to make sure that I would be on top of my scouting for the games today and just make sure that I wouldn't die to anything silly early on. So I just took a defensive stance from there and was able to close things out with some really solid play.
Now let's go back to the Burbank gameplay. Can you tell me a little bit about how that tournament was like?
Yeah, the group stages started there, so it was only to determine the who would go into the winners match and who would go into the losers match. So my first opponent was True, and in the first game, like I said, he just out macroed me and sent a couple of queens out to the front. He was shooting my overlord. I wanted to catch them, but then he had a massive army behind it and he started killing my units. So I just ended up losing the game just like that. So I was really disappointed after the first game, perhaps a bit tilted as well. And in the second one, I didn't have the necessary defenses, and he did this very strange speedling attack. He broke down the back rocks of his own base, which is a very uncommon move. And then he bypassed all of my scouting overlords and just went into my base, and that was that. Just really depressing games. But it's still, since the games were so depressing, I feel very good about winning right now in games that look like games, that I feel like I master.
So you don't feel nervous being here at all?
I was a tiny bit nervous just seeing the crowd, but I also felt like, like it gave me more reasons to play. All these people were cheering for me, so I just felt good and wanted to do my best.
You are so humble, even though you are right now the best foreigner. Can you tell me a little bit about that and how you feel about that?
It's very difficult not to be humbled when you go up against Koreans all the time. Even if I'm doing well from a foreign perspective, whenever I go up against Koreans, it's always like 50-50, maybe not even that. So, I lose half of my games against Korean players, so I can't be cocky or anything, so I just stay humble.
Is there anyone that you're nervous about in particular going up against here at IEM?
Yeah, I think right now I'm quite nervous about going up against the best Terrans. I think Polt, for example, but he was actually knocked down by Revival, so I don't have to play Polt, and that's a big relief for me. But I think the recent DreamHack Winter champion, 4GG, might be a tough challenge. Perhaps as well Gumiho, because I don't have a lot of experience with his Terran play. But I don't know, I think it will be tough, but I'm also a bit excited to see what sort of play they can bring, and if I've been able to work on my skills against Terran. So yeah, we'll see.
How do you practice up against these people? Do you go look at their gameplay and then go ahead and emulate it in game, or how does the strategy work?
Usually it's more of a long-term thing. You tend to watch players, you tend to watch your opponents as they go up against other Zergs just to learn, and then you get a good feeling of what their games look like. So a lot of the preparation is done weeks in advance. You don't always know who you're going to face, but if you've done your homework, then you know what to expect. So I know, for example, that Gumiho is a player that likes to play mech. I know how 4GG plays. All these types of experiences that you make over weeks and months of regular training back at home. So that's how you prepare. But also, when you know who you're playing against, you also look at their recent matches, their recent VODs, how they've been playing, and then you start to do some serious theory crafting on, okay, how am I going to break this guy down?
And then you guys are seemingly as friends. I see you guys in the practice room all talking with each other, and you did travel on a bus here together. What is it like having to compete against your friends, essentially?
I think it's the same for all of us. Every time we knock someone out, it feels good because you win, but it also feels a bit bad because yeah, it's not like you're close friends with everybody. There's also the language barrier with the Koreans and the Europeans and Americans, for example. But it's always, everyone's so friendly and professional in the StarCraft scene, so you feel a little bit bad for the ones that lose, but it's just part of the game and how it is.
Definitely is a part of the game. Is there anything else that you would like to add before I let you go?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to all of those who cheered for me here in the venue. It really encouraged me, so yeah, I'll do my best and try to break the top 8 barrier. I haven't been able to go past top 8 in Intel Extreme Masters, so this time I'm going to make top 4, or who knows, maybe the finals, maybe I'll be the champion.
Well, you guys heard it here. Thank you so much for the interview. For everyone else, thank you so much for watching.